eggs and bacon and those nuts for this. I'm still being stalked sort of during breakfast by very ugly old men. And I'm wondering if I'm allowed to stand up for myself in front of ugly said men, or I have to just shut my mouth like a good girl. And I feel like I have a right to public safety and private property safety to protect myself from someone who looks like an alleged rapist, because why are you standing such in close proximity to me, sir? And you can't wait your turn. And I think that they just use that as a cover. Like, oh, I have to get breakfast right this second. I have to be here right this second and get that. And they just use that as a cover. I mean, being a woman, I have to protect myself. You know what I mean? Being a really beautiful woman, I have to protect myself. And I'm wondering if I need to keep my mouth shut around what I perceive as abusive people in my $400 a night hotel room. Okay, bacon. Because I don't want these men to see me as someone vulnerable, or someone that they can eye, or someone that they can grope, like I was groped 2 days ago during breakfast. So there you go, I'm reasoning with myself. I think I have a right to stand up for myself. I've always stood up for myself. And you should throw out the men that are peeving on me. You should never throw out the woman who's being, you should never throw out the woman who's being preyed upon. I had the worst dream last night. I'm not sure if I should talk about it or not. Did you guys hear my dream last night in Space Codes? Look at this, I got like an Eggs Benedict. Because it was scary. It was a really scary dream. And we usually don't repeat our scary dreams. But I was with a conglomerate of Hayden and Chris. I used to date this guy, Chris, who owned this t-shirt company called Romance. And he's still one of my besties. And so the person in my dream was a conglomerate of Hayden, my husband, and Chris. I call him Chris Romance. But it was a bad dream. So I don't think it bears repeating. It's a little salty. Not bad though. Bacon's a little burnt. I don't want to be around creepy men. There was two this morning during breakfast. One just had to walk by me again, and he's really ugly, which is kind of scary for me since I'm so beautiful. Um, if you give me creepy vibes and then you're ugly on top of it, it's like more chances that you're like a pedophile. You know what I mean? If you're a respectful guest in a hotel room that costs nearly $400 a night, you're not an ugly individual. But if you act unrespectful, disrespectful, you kind of are ugly. And there was him, and then there was this guy right next to me who had to get yogurt at the same exact time I was getting juice. He just had to. You know what I mean? And I'm like, sir, do you even eat? In my mind, in telepathy, I asked him, sir, do you even eat yogurt? No answer. I didn't hear an answer. So that was skeevy dude number 2 this morning. I think they just want to be talked about. Because they want me to go into the Noah Bagel story. And I already told you it's a pedophile den over there. In Manhattan Beach, Noah Bagel. It's a pedophile den. I saw a child faint in there with his quote unquote mom. She looked nothing like him. Nobody did a thing. Nobody cared. She hardly could care. It's a pedophile den over there. So that's the only thing you need to know about Noah's Bagels. I'm never going there again until they clean it up, and you know,